Hey guys, and welcome to Car Guy 1999 Reviews. Today, thanks to Marlboro Nissan, we have the 2025 Nissan Frontier Pro-4X. Some nice little tweaks for the 2025 model, including these new wheels, which I really like. Have the Pro-4X badging. Love that. New front fascia. Interior, new screen, which I'll get into in a second. Your backpack. The adventure kit. You got a backpack, you got this massive bag. Oh, I love it. Love it. I'm extremely familiar with the Frontiers now. I've appraised more than I've probably driven close to 100 at this point. Love the new tailgate, Pro-4X badging, Pro Convenience pack, so that's going to give you the heated front seats, heated steering wheel, heated mirrors, utility track system in the bed with the spray and bed liner, remote start, trailer hitch with wiring harness, so tow package comes in convenience. This one also has the wireless charger, also comes in that. Fender audio package with 10 speakers, telematics, credit, so this removes the Wi-Fi hotspot in the Connect services for a $170 credit. Off-road style step rails, premium paint, boulder gray pearl over charcoal cloth, electronic tailgate lock, mud flaps, and your essentials kit. That's what that backpack is part of, the essentials kit. Under the hood, let's see, 3.8 liter V6, 310, 281 pound-feet, 9-speed torque converter. Take a look at that 3.8. One thing we're noticing with a lot of customers is they love the fact that Nissan is sticking to an NA V6. A lot of the competition, Chevy Colorado, GMC Canyon, Ford Ranger, you got turbo 4s in there. Up here you got a big torquey 3.8 liter V6. People love it. Kind of the Frontier's real big striking point with me is it kind of hasn't changed. I mean, the previous gen Frontier, we got an old Pro-4X sitting right over there. That was the same from oh god, when was this new one? 21, 22, 2020, right around there. That came out in 05 and they didn't change the body style. People loved that about it. And this Frontier still has that old truck feel to it while still being very modern. And here it's the biggest change. You now have the ability to do split screen setup. Let's see, customize split screen, there we go. So you can do audio, analog, ooh, I like the graphics on that. We'll go back to that. Go into the audio. Frontier in the Pro-4X, you're gonna have orange accents, sunglasses holder, sliding visor, yes, heated wheel, all your controls, your differential lock, tow mode. Your auto start stop is here. It used to be right here because I went for it and I pressed the Frontier badge and that didn't really work. That just shows you how familiar I am. When the truck shut off, I just went and I didn't hit anything. I do love the dash. I absolutely love it. Much bigger screen. It just adds that little nice touch to it. There's your wireless charger, plenty of storage, pens, all that fun stuff. Backup camera, round view monitor. Let's go for a drive. 9-speed torque converter automatic, great transmission. I love it. These are just great trucks to drive. I mean, this is large. Nothing mechanically has really changed from the pre-facelift, so I'm still extremely familiar with how this drives. It's a comfortable truck. You know, I don't have any difficulty. That lady has a Pomeranian with the paws on the steering wheel. That is the most Range Rover thing I think I've ever seen. just really, really smooth ride, while also still feeling rugged, and that's what the Frontier really specializes in. I don't know what that lady's doing. The Pomeranian needs to learn how to drive. Brake pedal feel great. Tow mode. It's gonna start rev matching downshifts. Whenever I drive these, I use tow mode as kind of a sport mode because it really, we have a braking zone coming up, so I'll show you what it does. It's genuinely, it uses a lot of engine braking, but in turn, it ends up acting like a sport mode. So I mean, what I like about the Frontier is it feels like a big truck. Some of the competition, Ranger, Colorado, especially the Colorado and Canyon, they feel very cramped inside. They feel like a mid-sized truck. This feels like a full-size truck. It does a very good job in feeling bigger than it actually is. But on the flip side, on a road like this, I'm not overwhelmed. That could be because I'm very familiar with this truck and driving big trucks. Holy crap, that's a Bronco Raptor. Or a Braptor. I don't feel overwhelmed driving this. I can place this truck exactly where I need it to be. And even when I first drove one, I felt very comfortable behind the wheel. Visibility is good. I love the sight lines. I love the hood, how it has a hood bulge even though it's absolutely not needed. It's a great styling element, and I love seeing that as I drive. I do love that new screen. That is exactly what it needed because it was starting to feel a little dated. Whoa, I do not like that. Starting to feel a little dated, especially in the screen. I wonder if this has, hey Google. It doesn't. What car did I drive that had, oh, the Altima. It was the Altima SR I took home. Had Google built in. I was like, what? No, the Rogue. Sorry, Rogue. 24 Rogue Platinum. That had it built in. I was like, hey. Oh, good old Lone Star. Love them. Leaf. Oh no, I don't like those. Oh boy. Actually, that wasn't nearly as bad. It's when it's a blind corner and it's right there. That's terrifying. It's happened a couple times so far today, and I have not gotten used to it. All right, there's something in this driveway and I don't know. Oh, it's a Civic Type R. Oh, that's what it is. Okay. That's, oh, look at the horsies. It's an FK8? Yeah, FK8 was the first in the US. And it's FL5, I want to say. Oh no, this is the corner that you cannot see a thing until all of a sudden there's a semi-truck in front of you. I can take that a lot faster than I would any other car because it's a truck. Awesome. Thank you guys so much for watching. Please like, share, subscribe. See you all in the next one.